Hello students, I welcome all of you to the science class. Today we are going to learn the new lesson, subject physics, unit 3, light. Today the topics to be discussed about the types of mirrors, terms related to spherical mirrors, images formed by spherical mirrors and application of curved mirrors. Lofty mountains covered with greenish vegetation, magnificent trees reaching up to the clouds, beautiful streams drifting down the valleys, bluish sea water roaring towards the coast, and the radiant sky in the morning being filled with golden red color. All give delight to our eyes, right? And peace to our mind. But we can't see them all without light? No, because we can't see things around us only when the light reflected by them reaches our eyes. Today the topic is light. Light is a form of energy and it travels it in a straight line. Light is an electromagnetic wave. A medium to travel in space. In a vacuum, its speed is 3 into 10 power 8 ms power minus 1. It is a transverse wave. We use mirrors in our daily life for various purposes. We use them for decoration. In vehicles, they are used as rear view mirrors. They are also used in scientific apparatus like telescope. The mirror is an optical device with a polished surface that reflects the light falling on it. A typical mirror is a glass sheet coated with aluminium or silver on one of its sides to produce an image. Mirrors have a plane and a curved surface. Curved mirrors have surfaces that are spherical, cylindrical, parabolic, and ellipsoid. I repeat, mirrors have surfaces that are spherical, cylindrical, parabolic, and ellipsoid. The shape of a mirror determines the type of image it forms. Plane mirrors form the perfect image of an object, whereas curved mirrors produce images that are either enlarged or diminished. First, we will see about spherical mirrors. Spherical mirrors are one form of curved mirrors. If the curved mirror is a part of a sphere, then it is called a spherical mirror. I repeat, spherical mirrors are one form of curved mirrors. If the curved mirror is a part of a sphere, then it is called a spherical mirror. It resembles the shape of a piece cut out from a spherical surface. One side of this mirror is silvered and the reflection of light occurs at the other side. Next, we will see about concave mirror. A spherical mirror in which the reflection of light occurs at its concave surface is called a concave mirror. These mirrors magnify the object placed close to them. These mirrors magnify the object placed close to them. The most common example for concave mirror is makeup mirror or shaving mirrors, head mirrors and headlights. Convex mirror. A spherical mirror in which the reflection of light occurs as its convex surface is called a convex mirror. The image formed by this mirrors is smaller than the object. For example, rear view mirror, magnifying glass and microscope. Parabolic mirrors. A parabolic mirror is one type of curved mirror which is in the shape of a parabola. It has a concave reflecting surface, and this surface directs the entire incident beam of light to converge as its focal point. In the same way, light rays generated by the source placed at its focal point will fall on this surface, and they will be diverged in a direction which is parallel to the principal axis of the parabolic mirror. Hence, the light rays will be reflected to travel a long distance without getting diminished. Parabolic mirror is also known as a parabolic reflectors, or used to collect or project energy such as heat, light, sound, and radio waves. They are also used in reflecting telescopes, radio telescopes, and parabolic microphones. And they are also used in solar cookers and solar water heater. Terms related to the spherical mirrors. In order to understand the image formation in spherical mirrors, first you need to know about some of the terms related to them. The terms are center of curvature, pole, radius of curvature, principal axis, focus, and focal length. They are center of curvature, pole, radius of curvature, principal axis, focus, and focal length. First one, center of curvature. It is the center of the sphere from which the mirror is made. It is denoted by the letter C in the ray diagrams. A ray diagram represents the formation of an image by the spherical mirror. So, the center of curvature is by the letter C. Next one is pole. It is a geometric center of the spherical mirror and is denoted by the letter P. Radius of curvature. It is the distance between the center of the sphere and the vertex. So, it is shown by the letter R in ray diagrams. The vertex is the point on the mirror surface where the principal axis meets the mirror. So, it is called as a pole. Principal axis. The line joining the pole of the mirror and its center of curvature is called a principal axis. Focus. When a beam light is incident on a spherical mirror, the reflected rays converge, that is a concave mirror, at or appear to diverge, that is a convex mirror, a point on the principal axis. It is also known as the focal point. It is denoted by the letter F in ray diagrams. Next one is focal length. The distance between the pole and the principal focus is called a focal length, that is F of a spherical mirror. There is a relationship between the focal length of a spherical mirror and its radius of curvature. The focal length is half of the radius of curvature. So, the formula for focal length is equal to radius of curvature divided by 2. Focal length is equal to radius of curvature divided by 2. Now, we will solve the problems related to the focal length. The question is, the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 cm. Find its focal length. Solution. The data is given. Radius of curvature is equal to 20 cm. Here, we have to find the focal length. What's the focal length formula? You know, focal length is equal to radius of curvature divided by 2. They are already given the radius of curvature value. The radius of curvature value is 20 centimeter. So, apply the radius of curvature value in the focal length formula. So, 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10 centimeter. Second problem is, focal length of a spherical mirror is 7 centimeter. What is the radius of curvature? Solution. Here we have to find the radius of curvature. The data is given, focal length is equal to 7 centimeter. Radius of curvature is equal to 2 into focal length. They have just modified the focal length formula. So 2 into focal length value is 7. So 2 into 7 is equal to 14 centimeter. Images formed by spherical mirrors. Images formed by spherical mirrors are of two types. One is real image and the other one is virtual image. Real image appears in front of the mirror. It could be projected onto a screen. Virtual image appears behind the mirror. Real images can be formed on a screen, while virtual images cannot be formed on a screen. Now we will see the image formed by a convex mirror. Images formed by convex mirror. First, the position of object is at infinity. The position of image is at F behind the mirror, and the properties of the image is highly diminished, virtual and erect. If the position of object is between infinity and pole and the position of image is behind the mirror, then the properties of the image is diminished, virtual and erect. Next we will see the images formed by concave mirror. If the position of object is at F, then the position of image is at infinity. Then the properties of the image is highly enlarged, real and inverted. Then the position of object is between F and P. The position of image is behind the mirror. Then the properties of image is enlarged, virtual and erect. Imagine the position of object is at infinity. Position of image is at the focus. Then the properties of the image is highly diminished, real and inverted. If the position of object is beyond C, the position of image is between C and F, then the properties of the image is diminished, real and inverted. If the position of object is at C, the position of image is at C, then the properties of the image is same size as the object, real, inverted. If the position of object is between C and F, the position of image is beyond C, then the properties of the image is enlarged, real and inverted. You can observe from a table that a concave mirror is always forms a real and inverted image, except when the object is placed between the focus and the pole of the mirror. In this position, it forms a virtual and erect image. Now we will see what are the applications of curved mirrors. First, we will see about concave mirrors. Concave mirrors are used in while applying makeup or shaving, as they provide a magnified image. They are used in torches, searchlights and headlights, as they direct the light to a long distance. They can collect the light from a larger area and focus it into a small spot. They are also used as a head mirrors by doctors to examine the eye, ear, and throat, as they provide a shadow-free illumination on the organ. They are also used in reflecting telescopes. Convex mirrors are used in vehicles as rear view mirrors because they give an upright image and provide a wider field of view as they are curved outwards. Convex mirrors are also used on roads where there are sharp curves and turns. They are found in the hallways of various buildings including hospitals, hotels, and schools and stores. They are usually mounted on a wall or ceiling where hallways make sharp turns. They are also used on roads where there are sharp curves and turns. Next is assignment. The questions are: write the application of curved mirrors. What is a spherical mirror? Define a focal length. Here I have attached the answer for the given questions. Kindly note down in your rough note and submit in the GCR. Thank you.